Soul Streaming Entry 7. No fucks left for validation. A living, breathing, audio and written experience by Sim. I write for me because my legacy isn't just something I'll leave behind. It's something I'm living. Every time I sit in front of a blank page and choose honesty over performance, I breathe life into my own freedom. I'm not chasing a spotlight. I'm reclaiming my story and the one that's been overlooked, misunderstood, and undervalued. These words are my proof that I kept choosing purpose, even when purpose didn't validate my ass back. That I kept showing up, even when my voice shook, even when it felt like no one was listening. Because sometimes they're not. I don't write to be seen. I write to remember myself, to document the becoming, to show that healing is legacy, and legacy is alive. Each soul streaming entry is a heartbeat I leave on record, not to be polished, but to be preserved. Because I am the living evidence of a soul that chose wholeness over validation, truth over performance, and alignment over applause. It's 10:39 p.m., October 14th, and I just received a download, like I always do after seeing 333. You really can run out of fucks to give, no matter the circumstances. After searching so long for validation, shit in relationships, friendships, work, family, and society, I just ran the fuck out. That's when I quit my 9 to 5, started my spiritual business, then stopped it so I could heal full time undistracted. I took all the fucks I used to give to everyone and everything else and gave them to me. Slowly, I started to question what validation even meant. Why did I ever think I needed it? Where did I learn to chase it? What situations made me believe I had to dim my light just to belong? When the cups finally emptied. In love, I thought I was showing up from confidence, being the strong, loving one who could hold it all. But somewhere along the way, I kept putting my own needs on pause to meet everyone else's. I called it love, but it was really self-neglect in disguise. And the moment I realized their approval couldn't touch the loneliness I still had to face alone, something in me snapped and said, fuck this shit. That's when the cup spilled over and emptied out. At work, I gave every ounce of myself to the grind with extra hours, extra effort, going above and beyond, hoping success would prove I was enough. The applause came, not often, but it didn't hit the way I thought it would. That's when I understood. Peace feels better than praise. In friendships, I was always the listener, the healer, the one holding everyone else up, until one day I needed holding, and no one had the capacity to reciprocate what I needed back. That silence became the mirror that showed me I've been performing usefulness to earn love. Family. I played the good child, the pleaser who never made waves. But every yes that betrayed my truth felt like another crack forming in my soul. Saying no for the first time hurt like hell, but it also set me free and on a path of creating my own beliefs. Online, I posted from my heart of depth and got nothing back. Still do. I posted something surface level and it gained more traction. That imbalance used to sting. Now I see it as spirit reminding me the world's algorithms will never outrank my alignment, nor does it mimic the wisdom I possess. Even spirituality. I used to try to heal perfectly, say the right affirmations, perform divinity for the timeline, until I realized I'd turned healing into hustle. The burnout wasn't failure, it was a detox. And I would and could jump timelines faster, accepting the dark and light within me. Then came solitude, the quietest mirror of them all. When no one was clapping and I still felt whole, that's when I knew. The void had become my sanctuary. I wasn't empty anymore. I was full of me and I validate me. Coming home to self. I sacrificed my own validation for someone else's approval. And that shit sounds crazy to say out loud. But I'm grateful Grateful for the awareness, the words, the perspectives that brought me here. Because now I know I don't need anybody else's validation, not one person's. Even when people tell you you're glowing or I'm proud of you, it only hits for a second if you don't believe it for yourself, but it won't stick. For validation to last, it has to come from within. Anytime you borrow energy by seeking recognition, appreciation, or approval, you're giving your power away. Energy sovereignty. I'm in such a different place now. I don't need anyone's approval, not because I think I'm above anyone, but because I finally know how to trust myself to direct my own life. My journey is unique. I don't have gurus or coaches. I've had to learn to work with energy beyond the human psyche on my own. And as long as I'm aligned with my intuition and my spirit team, I'm good. I don't need anyone to understand it or approve it. I know this was all by design. Each of our journeys are so different, and we are here to learn and experience lessons specific to the needs of our soul, even if, on a larger scale of consciousness, we are all one. Validation often comes from feeling like we can't stand alone. It feeds the ego, not the soul. You're not strengthening intuition when you chase approval, you're outsourcing it. If we are already whole as we are, no matter what phase we are in or working through, then there's no need for someone else to validate you. And the truth is, people can only see you through the lens of where they are. So, how could they validate a path they've never walked? And even if they've walked something similar, that still doesn't give them the right or the power to validate you. The fuck? The echo of cycles. Life moves in cycles, not straight lines. Each one echoes options back to you, asking, what do you choose for yourself this time? This week has been one of deep introspection, even for me. I felt like both the observer and the observed, watching my life unfold while simultaneously decoding it. The best way I can describe it is that it feels like an energetic upgrade of my system, not just my body, but my mind, and how I choose for my thoughts to operate. Since relocating to my new Airbnb, I've been surrounded by water energy. Whether I'm sitting by the pool, walking along the beach, feeling the rain, or simply drinking water, it's been medicine. Water has a way of grounding what words can't. It helped me ease intrusive thoughts, soothe the rise of old anxiety, and dissolve the twinges of fear that still echo from past timelines I am working to leave behind for good. It's like being at a fork in the road of your own mind. Two paths, one familiar, one unknown. I let the tears fall when they need to. For me, tears are proof that my energetic body is ready to release and grieve another layer of outdated energy. So I record. I write. I give language to what my body feels and what my spirit already knows. Everything showing up is placed in purpose. Every emotion, every thought, every trigger is strategically positioned on the path for me to uncover the why behind what still matters. I used to take the absence of validation personally, especially from people I thought were safe spaces. But when I began to truly observe, I realized many people can't validate what they don't yet recognize in themselves. Their inability to meet me wasn't rejection, it was reflection. And that's when I learned you have to be completely emptied out to stop seeking external validation. Then can your spirit refill itself with truth? The power of your own vote. At the bottom of it all, I realize only my vote counts. You choose whether to give your power away or keep it. You choose whether to stand still or move forward. You choose what stays and what leaves. Community still matters, but it should sit beneath your self validation, not above it. Because no matter how dark things get, you always have a choice. And that's power. When validation becomes noise. I see so many people, especially in the public eye, get caught in the illusion of external validation. Followers, likes, applause. The moment they do something authentic to them that others don't agree with, they're suddenly invalid. That's fucking insane. And only true if the person seeking validation believes they still need it. No one can invalidate you. No one can validate you either. It's all just noise. It's like pouring water into a cup. Your internal validation fills the cup. The overflow, the external opinions, that's just spillage outside of the cup. You can notice it, maybe appreciate it, but you can't drink from it. It's not nourishment. Your own cup sustains you. My closing truth. People can share advice or perspective, sure, but only you can pull the trigger. Only you can decide what's true for your path. I don't give all my weight to outside opinions anymore. My energy belongs to me because I am the only one that can truly keep it safe, balanced, and in alignment on my soul's path of initiation through discovery and surrender. There were moments when all I wanted was to be seen, for someone to say, I get it. I see what you're feeling. As I sank deeper into dismantling my conditioned beliefs around validation, I started noticing the discrepancies in my own understanding of the word. The main objective behind wanting someone outside of you to validate you is the desire to feel seen. But the heartbeat in your chest already confirms that you are alive and very much visible. Even if you find like-minded souls who share resonance with how you move through the world, validation doesn't always equal support. Someone can nod at your pain and still walk away when it's time to help you hold it. Support feels different. It's not always loud or verbal. Sometimes it's the quiet act of showing up, the simple I'm here if you need me, or the presence that lets you finally exhale. Support is love in motion. True support meets you where you are, and validation isn't required for that to occur. I'd much rather have genuine external support than someone else's validation over how I choose to live my life. I can only speak from my own journey and the complexity of my purpose, mission, and evolution. But what I know to be true is this: the world can only validate what it sees, and even that can be tainted. What about how your soul shines behind closed doors? The quiet acts of love, compassion, and maturity that no one witnesses but spirit. No one can validate that because so much of our evolution is designed for us and us alone to witness. When validation meets support, it becomes a self assessment of your own growth. You begin to feel safe in connection with yourself. That's when your nervous system loosens its grip and your spirit whispers, I am enough. But even deeper than that, I've come to understand the importance of self validation and self support. When I can both see myself and stand with myself, that's when I become my own safe place. And in that safe place, I no longer reduce myself to likes, comments, or pats on the back. This has been one of the most freeing stances I've ever taken in my life. A whisper for you. You were never meant to be understood by everyone, only remembered by the ones who can feel you. Validation was never the goal. Truth was, and no one can know your truth better than you. And the more you choose truth, the freer your spirit becomes. You don't need anyone to say, I see you. It already does. And that's enough. At least it is for me now. Legacy thread. I want this entry to activate the people learning to stand firm in their becoming and the ones who are done shrinking for applause, done twisting their truth to appease others, and done confusing being seen with being supported. May these words remind whoever finds them that validation is temporary, but embodiment is eternal. Your legacy is not reduced to claps, likes, or the comments. What matters is the calm that comes when you no longer need them. It's the quiet confidence of someone who finally decided, my existence is my validation. Here are your journal prompts. Number 1, where in my life am I still waiting for permission to be me, the real me? Number 2, how do I personally define support and am I giving that to myself first? Number 3, What does it look like for me to validate my own becoming without witness or applause? Number 4, how would my energy shift if I released the need to be understood? Number 5, what proof of my evolution exists in silence when no one else is watching? Number 6, how can I honor the parts of me that once chased validation instead of shaming them? Number 7, what new story am I ready to write about being enough? Thank you for witnessing this soul stream. Replay it or reread it whenever you need to come home to yourself. Until next time, stay soft, stay true, and keep streaming your soul your way. Love, Sim.